A lot of business happenings in and around Springfield, and that's why every Wednesday at about this time, we like connecting with Michelle Ownbey, the publisher of the Springfield Business Journal. She's got her team out and looking at all of the business filings and talking to all the business leaders and gives us an idea of what to expect and where to expect it. Michelle, thanks for taking time with us this morning on WMAY, and let's get right on into it. Concepts is pies and pints. Is it motto? Is it motto? Is it, which way do you cut that? Good morning.
Greg, it is motto. It's the Italian word for insane or crazy. And Nikki Sperry, along with her husband Dan and Justin Richardson, are the team behind that. Of course, they already have Vele, Curate, and Soleil Cafe. So she says, hence the name that they're crazy to take on another restaurant, right? But the grand opening is tomorrow. It is in the former Rosati's space there on South 6th Street. But even though they will be serving pizza as Rosati's did, that's pretty much where the similarities end. This is definitely a different type of concept. They're offering thin crust pizzas along with build-your-own options. Naked chicken wings, 8 different sauces. They're doing some kind of fancy appetizers. 10 different taps with a rotating list of regional craft beers. So, yes, the focus is really on pies and pints, as the name implies. So they will be up and running as of tomorrow if you want to go check that out.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so tomorrow is the opening of Motto, Pies and Pints, and that's going to be a restaurant opening up, February 2nd. Looking at my calendar, and there you go. Good stuff. Another restaurant that a lot of people are excited about. We've been watching the construction happen. I even shared with you, I saw somebody on Twitter tag Raising Cane's saying, hey, Raising Cane's, if I get a tattoo, can I be your first Springfield customer? Which is a weird proposition.
That is dedication.
That is definitely dedication. But tell us about Raising Cane's. What is it exactly for people who aren't familiar?
Yes, so this is basically a chicken fingers restaurant. They keep the menu extremely simple, different kinds of dipping sauces, but you won't find any hamburgers or hot dogs or anything else on the menu. You can have chicken or chicken in a variety of styles. But they have a lot of devotees, caniacs as they call themselves, and they have set an official opening date now. You may recall they've been a little back and forth on this when they announced plans last March. They had originally said they would be open in sometime in the second quarter of 2023. Then construction was going pretty well. They demolished the old Casa Real building and were moving right along. And then they were shooting for a December opening, but now they've gone back pretty much to their original date, and March 7th is it. So they are ramping up hiring right now. They say they're trying to bring about 120 people on board, and that's everything from the crew members all the way up to management. They are not taking walk-ins. It is appointment only, but they're out there doing interviews just about every day. So you can go on their website and schedule an interview.
Michelle, do you know what the fans are out there? Because when we drive by, we see the construction going up, and then I saw these large fans that are hanging from that looks like a picnic area, then fans that are over the drive-through area. Is that like a new type of marketing tactic to blow the delicious smelling chicken fingers smells out
Right.
into the busy area of that part of town? What are the fans about over there?
Well, that's not a bad idea. Maybe when you're driving down Veterans, the scent of the chicken will waft out and meet you, and you'll just have to turn your car into the parking lot and get in their double drive-through lane. I don't know.
That's a new form of advertising, I guess. So we'll see exactly how those fans are implemented. They're at Raising Cane's. They're opening up March 7th, so put that on your calendar. Michelle, before we get into these next two items, let's talk about the Springfield Business Journal and how people can get their hands on the latest publication.
Sure. You can get on our website, springfieldbusinessjournal.com, and get signed up for Biz Bites. That's our digital newsletter that comes out every week with a digest of what's happening in the business community. And it comes out Wednesday afternoon, so it's not too late. If you jump on there in the next few hours, you can still get today's edition. And, of course, you can also sign up to get the print edition delivered to your home or office.
It is Business in the 217. We're talking with Michelle Ownbey, publisher of the Springfield Business Journal, here with Springfield's Morning News. Let's go ahead and jump into Burger Week. It's a very popular week, and there are a lot of restaurants across the area that are showing off their best burgers.
Yeah, so if all this talk about pizza and chicken hasn't made you hungry enough, let's talk about burgers. As you said, our 217 Burger Week runs through February 8th, so you've still got another week. We actually do it, it's a little bit of a misnomer. We call it Burger Week, but it's really 10 days because it's our most popular one, so we stretch it out a little bit there. And a lot of the restaurants offer off-menu items. These are not your traditional cheeseburger sort of things. We've got a Reaper Madness bourbon burger. There's a Southwest burger, even beyond traditional red meat burgers, pork fajita. Legacy Point Eatery is offering a turkey burger with rosemary and roasted garlic, a little on the fancy side. But yeah, $8 price point over 10 days, and most of the restaurants are offering Jack Daniel's drink specials as well to wash it down. So you can go to 217 Food Week and see photos of all the options if you need to plan out your eating stops.
Yeah, I get up so early in the morning that this is actually probably about the time I should be having a lunch of sorts. So all this talk, it's really getting my taste buds working, and my appetite is cranked up into full gear. Thanks for that, Michelle. Speaking of downtown, you've got all kinds of parking spots, and people always talk about parking in downtown. I fully admit I got a parking ticket the other day because I was in a spot for too long outside the Capitol, so I was able to pay my ticket, no problem. But what's going on with downtown parking?
Yeah, so there's still a lot of confusion around that, as you may have noticed. So ever since the pandemic, parking's been free. You don't have to feed the meters, but as you noted, you can still get a ticket for parking too long in one spot. So they do still have meter readers going around and enforcing the length. And there's a lot of debate over which direction to go with that. You may remember pre-pandemic, there was a proposal. The city was looking at upgrading all the parking meters, making it where you could get on your phone. You're sitting in a restaurant and you need to put a little more time on the meter, or you want to be able to pay with credit card or electronically, things like that. But then that got put on hold. Mayor Langfelder says he's kind of taking a wait-and-see approach and hoping that the downtown activity is going to continue to pick back up. So he's not ready to get rid of the meters just yet. Mayoral candidate Misty Buscher, who of course is also the city treasurer, says that she would just do away with the meters. The one thing, keep it free permanently, but the one thing that both candidates agree on is that they want to make sure the people that live and work downtown essentially aren't just hogging the meters so that the visitors and the tourists can't find a spot. And so that's why they continue to enforce the parking too long in one spot. But of course, along with Midwest Family, we co-hosted that forum, and the Greater Springfield Chamber of Commerce co-hosted that forum last Wednesday with the mayoral candidates, and we do have the complete video of that where they discuss parking, among other issues, on our website. Hard
to believe that the election is just around the corner. Where is the time going? Michelle Ownbey, publisher of the Springfield Business Journal, greatly appreciate your time each and every week. And again, tell us where we can find the SBJ.
Easiest thing to do is go to springfieldbusinessjournal.com and check it all out.
Awesome. Fantastic. Greatly appreciate it. We'll talk again soon. Be safe.
All right. Thanks, Greg.
It is Springfield's Morning News. I'm Greg Bishop. It's all the time I've got.